Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here, your source for gaming, tech, emulation, and open source news. And today I've got a review roundup for you. Let's get started. So the first thing on the review docket today are 3 different 8Bitdo controllers, specifically from Acnus on Amazon. Acnus is a licensed 8Bitdo reseller, and they often get exclusive colors. Now, I've already reviewed the SN30 Pro and Ultimate Bluetooth controllers on this channel, so there's no need to re-review the exact same controller, but let's open these things up and see how they look. And interestingly enough, here on the top right controller, the green SN30 Pro, well, I bought one of these with my own money because I was very excited about it. So it's nice to have a secondary matching color here. So opening up the 8Bitdo Ultimate Bluetooth controller in blue here, and the very first thing I see are some thumb grips. Now, I'm not a big fan of thumb grips, but maybe you are. And here is the blue version of the Ultimate Bluetooth controller in all of its glory, and the blue really pops here. It's very vibrant. In fact, comparing it with the box, and I would say the picture on the box does not do this controller justice. The back of the controller, interestingly, is also white. I'm glad they color coordinated the base of this one as well, instead of just throwing in a standard black one. And if we take a look at the USB dongle, it's blue as well. Overall, if you're a fan of blue, you're gonna like this controller. Here's it side by side with the standard black Ultimate Bluetooth controller, and you can see they're basically the exact same controller here except for the different colors. And on this blue version, the button inlays are also blue instead of white. Let me know your thoughts about this blue colorway in the comments below. Do you like the two-tone? Do you like the shade of blue? Do you like the blue inlays on the buttons? The second controller we're looking at is the SN30 Pro in Atomic Purple. This one is compatible with Windows, Mac, Linux, the Nintendo Switch, and Android. And here's what the controller looks like in all of its glory. We can see the D-pad and the face buttons are also transparent, except for the start and select buttons. On the back here, it's also fully transparent. And here's the SN30 Pro in green, and I also love this colorway. I love the transparent D-pad, I love the transparent buttons. Between the two here, I'm not quite sure on which one I like more. If you like one more than the other, let me know in the comments below. I highly recommend checking out the Acnus store on Amazon, not specifically because they're sending me stuff to take a look at here, but because I actually purchased from this store. They often have stock when other sellers don't, and they often have special editions of things that you can only get from them. Now, pricing for 8Bitdo controllers on Amazon is kind of all over the place, so I generally recommend snagging one for the best price you can find. And special editions are usually a little bit more expensive than the standard versions. For example, here is the standard version of the SN30 Pro on sale right now for $39.95. The special edition on 8Bitdo's store here is $45.99. And the special edition on the Acnus store is also $45.99, but there's a 10% discount. And the blue version of the 8Bitdo Ultimate Bluetooth controller is going right now for $70 with a 5% off coupon. And there's also a red version. And for those of you wondering what my favorite 8Bitdo controller is, well, here it is right here, the 8Bitdo Pro 2. In fact, even in this colorway. This is the controller I use the most. It's compatible with a whole bunch of different things, and I think it works extremely well. In my opinion, this is a natural evolution of the SNES controller. And the second thing we're taking a look at here are thumb grips for your joysticks. These are called Stubbs Nubbs, and they're created by Stubbs over at Retro Handhelds, and he sent them to me to take a look at. We've got 2 different versions here, retro and spiky. Here's a closer look at the 3D printed retro thumb grips, and you can see the Retro Handhelds logo right in the center there. And here's a closer look at the spiky edition. These are 3D printed as well, and we've got 5 spikes here, and they are no joke. They are very prominent and very sharp. Now, since Stubbs sent me thumb grips for Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons, I'll compare them with rubber thumb grips for Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. These I've had sitting around for a while and never opened them, and that's because I don't normally like to use thumb grips at all. I'm not a big fan of them. Some people swear by thumb grips, but I really don't. I don't like how they feel, I don't like how the joystick moves with them, and I also don't like how you can force them off if you're very rough with them. I will say right off the bat, the 3D printed ones that Stubbs sent me here sit a little bit better on the Joy-Cons, actually a lot better. They don't pop off near as easy, and interestingly here, the textured retro ones feel pretty good. Here's a flick test of the thumb grips on the Joy-Con, and they're not going anywhere. I'll probably cause Joy-Con drift before these things pop off. Just like the retro thumb grips, the spiky thumb grips fit the Joy-Cons extremely well, and these spikes are no joke. You can see the tops are blunted just a little bit, so I don't really have to worry about this thing piercing my thumb when I'm gaming, at least these ones in specific. I don't know about the others. I do have a hunch though that stepping on one of these would probably hurt more than stepping on a Lego, and I didn't know if that was physically possible. And I'll be honest with you, using these things wasn't as bad as I thought. In fact, it was oddly weird. I wouldn't necessarily recommend these for everybody, but if you like sharp things, if you like absolute precision over your joystick, well, these may be the way to go here. I mean, with these, I don't think it matters how sweaty your thumbs get. They're probably never going to slip off the joystick when you're using these. Now, I'm not going to lie here. To be fully transparent, I'm not a fan of thumbstick grips or joystick caps. However, I have no issues recommending Stubbs Nubbs. The retro style ones here are the absolute best thumbstick grips that I have ever used. Now, all of the versions of Stubbs Nubbs are the exact same price. The retro, which is my favorite here, the spiky, and also the rosebud, which we didn't try out, are all $4 for a set. And I guess if you can't decide here, they do have a sampler pack which contains all three for $10, so it's a $2 savings. And they are available in a whole bunch of different colors. So for $4 for the retro style of Stubbs Nubbs for Nintendo Switch Joy-Con thumbsticks, they get a big thumbs up from me. But anyways, that is all I've got for you for this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. Let me know your thoughts about the 8Bitdo colorways and also Stubbs Nubbs in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Don't tempt fate, save your state.